Welcome, dear listener, to Midnight Mindset. Whether you're wrapped in shadows, drifting through insomnia, or just craving a moment of wonder before sleep takes over tonight, we're diving into the strangest corners of the animal kingdom. Not the kind you find in textbooks, kind science still can't explain. Octopus color dreams. The living mood ring narration. An octopus, fast asleep at the bottom of the ocean, suddenly flashes with a burst of neon green. Then, it's ghostly white. Then, it ripples into camouflage, blending into a rock that doesn't even exist. Scientists are watching. They're baffled. Are these 8-armed creatures dreaming? Instead of twitching like a dog, their entire bodies turn into a live, pulsing display? And here's the kicker. No one knows exactly why. Octopuses have chromatophores, thousands of tiny pigment sacs that expand and contract like living pixels. But when they're asleep, these cells still fire up. Experts call it active sleep, their version of REM. But what are they dreaming about? Marine biologist Dr. David Scheel once recorded his pet octopus Heidi doing exactly this. She transitioned from one pattern to another, as if replaying an underwater action film in her mind. One moment, she mimicked open water, then a hunting texture. Then flashed a defensive warning signal while asleep. Is it memory consolidation? Camouflage practice? Or are we witnessing the surreal dreams of an alien intelligence? It's like watching a living screensaver run on a brain we barely understand. New York Times science columns, ambient, mind control, asterisk imagine, losing control of your own body, climbing to your death, not even knowing why. That's what happens when a tiny fungus hijacks the brain of an ant. Ophiocordyceps unilateralis infects a carpenter ant and turns it into a puppet. The ant climbs vegetation, clamps down with its jaws, and dies. Then the fungus grows out of its head like a horror movie prop. But here's what science can't explain. How does the fungus take over the ant's decision-making? The fungus doesn't infect the brain directly. In fact, a 2017 study in the journal BMC Biology showed it surrounds the brain, releasing compounds that manipulate the ant's muscles like a remote-controlled corpse. Why doesn't the immune system fight back? How does the ant even stay alive until it reaches the perfect elevation for fungal growth? Some scientists believe it's biochemical hypnosis. Others call it an evolutionary fluke. What if it's neither? What if this fungus knows more about behavior than we do? The suicide mice of Grasshopper Valley, deep in Mongolia, herders talk about. The suicide mice, small rodents that without warning rush into rivers. They drown themselves in mass. Researchers tried to study them. The animals fled or leaped into streams. No predator, no pressure, just ... death. Locals believe it's spiritual. Scientists have no consensus. Some claim overpopulation stress. Others point to parasitic infection. But no parasite has ever been conclusively linked. Could it be collective trauma? Memory? Passed down in DNA? Or something even stranger? An animal responds to Earth's geomagnetic fields? This behavior doesn't fit any known survival logic. We might be missing an entire dimension of animal perception. Dr. Yuki Hamada, Tokyo Biodiversity Institute, dolphins and the pufferfish high. A group of teenage dolphins circle a pufferfish. They don't eat it, they poke it, tease it, pass it around like a beach ball. Then they float. Eerily still, marine biologists suspect something wild. Dolphins might be getting high. Pufferfish release a neurotoxin lethal to humans in large doses. But in microdoses, some experts think it induces a trance-like state in dolphins. A 2014 BBC documentary caught this bizarre play on camera. Are dolphins recreational drug users? Or is this some ancient interaction we never understood? Or seek altered states of consciousness for fun? It's hard not to anthropomorphize when they float there, looking ... blissed out. Dr. Rob, paleozoologist. BBC Earth's cows align with Earth's magnetic field from above. The pattern is almost too consistent to believe. A herd of cows, scattered across fields on every continent, are all facing the same direction north, or sometimes south. Never east, never west. A 2008 study in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences used satellite imagery to analyze the body alignment of over 8,000 cows. And it wasn't random. Cows align with Earth's magnetic field. Why? They're not migrating. They're not sunbathing. It's not wind or slope or heat. Could they be sensing the invisible lines of the planet like compasses? Some believe it's a leftover navigation instinct. Others suspect they might be using it to relax or digest more efficiently. But here's the mystery. No one taught them this. It challenges our assumptions about magnetic sensitivity in mammals. Dr. Heineke Borda, University of Duisburg-Sinn, The Mass Whale Stranding Mystery. A quiet beach. A distant cry. Then dozens of whales, once rulers of the ocean. Now helpless on sand, mass whale strandings have occurred throughout history. Yet science still doesn't know why. Some blame sonar. Intense sound waves from naval ships can disorient a whale's echolocation. But strandings predate modern technology. Others suggest toxic algae, or following a sick leader, or underwater earthquakes disturbing their ancient migration paths. 1. Theory links strandings to solar storms that interfere with Earth's magnetic field, confusing their navigation systems. But no theory fits all the data. Why do they come ashore together? Why do they ignore the cries of their pod and push forward? Into death? Every mass stranding is a mystery box. And sometimes we open it and find nothing. No AA marine mammal scientist. The moonwalking birds. In the dense forests of New Guinea, a male bird clears a stage. Perfect circle of clean dirt. He's not building a nest. He's not hiding food. He's preparing for his performance. Then he moonwalks, backwards, smooth, perfect. This is the superb bird of paradise. And his dance isn't just movement, it's spectacle. But why so theatrical? And how do females know which dance is better? They don't go to bird school. They don't rehearse routines. Yet they react with uncanny precision. Even stranger, the birds often mimic man-made sounds like camera shutters or chainsaws. Are they adapting to a changing world? Or are they showing us how deep animal creativity can go? The lobster parade in Circle March. Beneath Caribbean waters, the ocean floor starts to move. It's not the sand, it's a parade of lobsters. Hundreds of spiny lobsters march in perfect lines, antenna to tail. Sometimes they form circles. Giant rotating wheels of shell and claw. Why, this isn't migration season. No storm has been detected. Researchers have filmed these formations but can't agree on what triggers them. Magnetic shifts, pressure changes, social panic. It's like synchronized swimming meets ancient instinct. Dr. Rick Wall, University of Maine Lobster Institute. Do these crustaceans know something we don't? Are they reading environmental cues before we can? Asterisk, are we even close to understanding? Asterisk, every scene tonight has one thing in common. We don't fully understand any of it. Why do dolphins chase highs? Why do mice run into rivers? Why do whales swim toward silence? These aren't just anomalies. They're messages from nature, from evolution, from consciousness itself. Maybe we don't lack answers. Maybe we're not asking the right questions. And maybe, just maybe, some mysteries aren't meant to be solved, asterisk. If this video made you question what you think you know about life on Earth, subscribe. To Midnight Mindset, there's a lot more where this came from. Sleep well, or don't.